yesterday I was thinking how we can, let's say, make another sun. Yeah, for example, what kind of light we will need to put over our heads or over
Okay.
our arms.
My first thought was about reproduction. A son, a daughter. I'm not going to explain you those things. You know better than myself. How can
Probably.
we make another sun?
Sun.
But you were talking about the sun of our
About the sun, yeah.
solar system.
Yeah, from the solar system. Yeah, but that's
Okay.
that's not a mistake that the sun is connected with the sun, with the sun. Yeah,
Sun in the blue sky.
the sun
Yes.
in the sky. Yeah.
But why would we do so? Why would we create another sun?
Because for example, in north part of the Earth, we have some trouble with the sun. Yeah, there is a lot of, let's say, lack of the sun. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, I've been on holidays and I catch some sun during the winter. I mean winter in Poland, and it's the increase of energy is so huge. Improvement is going like you getting the energy from the sun. Yeah, and I
Mhm.
decide, okay, maybe my patients have the lack of sun. Yeah, for sure they have, because there's a D3 vitamin and other stuff, and probably some thermo changes in the body, like you're heating up some part of your body, walking in sun, working in sun, and stuff like that. Yep.
Yeah, that can go even deeper, I think, like some
Yeah.
changes in your psyche,
Yeah, for sure.
um, consciousness, even.
For sure.
That's what I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Look at people in the southern countries; they seem more relaxed than ourselves, more joyful.
Yeah.
Therefore, it must have impact on their immune system, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. On the other hand, when they go into the dry and sunny areas, for example, in USA,
Mhm.
they dry up as well. In the
Yeah,
last the
there is.
last years, yeah.
Mhm,
For
mhm.
example, yeah, and that's the topic of today. How you can improve your business with neuro awareness, because it's a funny situation. this
Okay.
this 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 let's say movie will be dedicated for some girl from Lanzarote island,
Okay.
who
Nice.
opened the Italian restaurant a few weeks ago, and I've been in Lanzarote in the same time, and I was watching, looking at people. There are a lot of British people. There are a lot of Germans. There are a lot of French. There are a lot of Spanish and Italian. Italian is, we can say that's a Great Britain, and Italian is the most popular, let's say, direction. Yeah. And I was sitting on the beach, or on the next to the valley, and just watching how they moving, how they what is the voice, how is they faces, what are they talking about, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I noticed that, fuck, that's quite strange difference between all these parts of the globe. Yeah, I mean, the
Mhm.
people from all of these parts of the globe. For example, British people, when they getting older, they usually getting fat. Yeah. As well, women like men's, the same. They have some problems with liver, probably, because they drinking beer, and they have quite good sweets. I think a lot of sweets everywhere. So the food in UK is not maybe so sunny.
It's not
We can say
liver friendly. Yeah, it's not
liver
liver
friendly.
friendly.
Yeah. And I noticed that, wow, that's the problem with the, no, maybe not the problem, but some, let's say, strategy, yeah, for the life, and
Oh my goodness.
how to die, yeah, as well. So yeah, so
A strategy.
yeah, but Germans have other strategy. The Spaniard
How
have
to
other.
kill
Yeah,
yourself
yeah,
with
we
food.
all, yeah, and I was thinking, okay, what is the task for Polish people. Yeah, how they doing that?
How can we
What?
kill ourselves better?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or improve
You know,
ourselves.
some people commit chococides, especially women.
Chaco sites.
Chocolate.
Oh, okay.
They
Yeah,
eat
yeah.
so much chocolate that they cannot make
Move.
it anymore. They cannot move. Okay, sorry
Yeah,
for interrupting, but
yeah.
I got excited.
And I was thinking because it's in your let's say experience as well because you are the English teacher and language teacher really. There are different types of bodies and there are different types of neurosystems. Yeah, like
That's in my
different,
experience,
yeah,
definitely.
different neuro awareness. Yeah, and I was thinking about this girl from this Italian restaurant because they've been starting. So I was thinking about, okay, if I will be this girl, yeah, in place of this girl, yeah, I will be starting the business in the Lanzarote, connected with the local, let's say, people. Uh, I wish to get the knowledge how they feel in their bodies. Okay, so
Not
for
many
example,
people ask themselves this question.
and for example, okay, if you wish to let's say not contract but przywołać attract, sorry, attract for example British people, you have to go to the, let's say, restaurants, pubs, sit
Pubs,
with
yeah.
them, yeah, have a look what they eat, and that's not enough because eating stuff for you can be and that can be a shitty food, for example, but for them it will be delicious food, yeah. And
Yeah,
I
and the
noticed,
bodies could be kind of adjusted maybe to
yeah,
it, I
yeah,
guess.
adjusted. They coming from the different region of the globe, so it's quite colder there. So they mixing the carbohydrates with with a lot of fat really, and drinking a lot of beer. Why, I don't know why, but they maybe the lack of sun. You're going to this pub, you're sitting, for example, ordering the English breakfast, full English breakfast. You're eating that, and you have to catch how they feel during that, yeah, during this let's say breakfast, how
Do
they
you think it's possible just by observation?
I think it's
With the
possible
meat?
because we've been, for example, for a full breakfast, English breakfast, and it wasn't so good for us. We felt that it's not good. Yeah, like it's not all right for our bodies. But a lot of British people were around eating the breakfast, drinking the half pint or whatever, like a top.
For
Nah,
breakfast.
yeah, for breakfast, and they said, "Oh, it was delicious." Yeah, they talking about this food and to the waiters and to the other staff, like, "Oh, it was brilliant today. It was brilliant." Yeah, and I thought, wow, they have to be in some different,
State of
universe,
mind.
yeah, a different state of mind and different state of a neurosystem and different habits, food habits. Yeah, but these food habits, if you do it regularly and you putting some rhythm, like you eat every breakfast every day of your life, every it's some habit, we can say, and that's changing your body, and your body asking for this habit as well. On the other hand, for example, Italian people, they will have other habits. Yeah, for example, espresso. They have to have espresso for everything. Yeah, with sugar usually. Yeah, with a dose of sugar. That's the different types of bodies as well. When you're sitting on the next to the valley and looking at the Italian people going, or España people going. Uh, they're quite slim usually. They are maybe more stressed, than British people, but they are not so fat, and they eating the different kinds of food. Yeah.
Definitely.
So how to do to have the Italian restaurant and make everybody happy? Yeah, you know what I mean. So for sure you can't make a different menu for them. Maybe you can, but it's not possible probably to make a lasagna for British people and lasagna for Italian people. Yeah, because
But
there
that
are.
would be optimal because you see, Well, I'm not an expert, but I think
Hmm.
we one thing I can talk about is conscious eating or aware eating,
Yeah.
and it's not. We treat food as some sort of source of pleasure,
Hmm.
but it is definitely. But why don't we use it as a medicine, as a mood changer? Sometimes, you know,
Yeah.
you can. I have this friend in Krakow, and she cooked especially some sort of a dish for her girlfriend, boyfriend, sorry, just to lift his mood. So it was a conscious decision,
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
know, to apply something to help him in a way. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We are not doing that, but on the other hand, we are doing that to kill ourselves. You know what I mean? For example, we
okay,
are eating sugar. Yeah, we are
so
eating some tastes, and the Chinese medicine, let's say, have this knowledge from the thousands of years that every part of every kind of taste will fix different part of the bodies, will heal different part of the bodies. Yeah, or
okay, uh-huh.
inner areas. Some will vasodilatate the body. Some will vasoconstrict the body,
Okay,
and they know that, and they put it into the, let's say, five elements, and they put it into the diet as well,
mm-hmm.
and we can use it. But coming back to the to this Italian restaurant, if this is the area where different kinds of people will have to meet,
Hmm.
probably if we're eating by eyes and by ears as well, we have to change the the play, we can say, and
The
so
scenery.
the scenery, or maybe not scenery, but the waiter. Okay, no, waiter.
So waiter
uh,
was bad to you?
no,
Call
not
the
the waiter.
police.
The waiter have to play like in, like theater, yeah, like in
Ah,
theater, yeah. Like
okay.
for example, when she is coming to the British people, she have to lower the voice and speech from the liver, like, oh, where are you, what are you needing? Yeah, okay, English breakfast, or maybe lasagna,
That's a
different.
nice idea, but how realistic is that? You know,
Yeah, but
I
you
just
can do
assume.
it like smoothly. You don't have to, play like the roles, like, from the extremum to the extremum.
Ah,
So
okay. Just like adjust slightly.
just,
So, yeah.
adjusting your neurological system to their neurological
Well,
system.
actually, we do it on a subconscious level.
Yeah, we are doing
Yeah.
that. We are doing that. But you
Uh-huh.
have to know who you're speaking to. Yeah, speak to
Yeah.
or talking to.
How to
Uh,
tune to that?
how to tune to that. And for example, for Italian people, because I was observing her as well, and I'm saying hello to her, because it will be for her as well. I was observing her, and she was a different person with Italian people. Okay, and some a little bit stress appears when some different, part
Mhm.
of globe came into this Italy, because she was Italian as well, so she had Italian restaurant. Yeah, so it's normal, she feels like at home,
Mhm.
okay, Italian, come on, espresso, and
Che
the
cosa,
hands
boy?
start to move, and then like that. Yeah, but I was thinking, okay, how to do it with British, how to do it with British guys, yeah, how to attract them to this Italian. And I think it should be more connected with the neurological system, with the feeling like a British during this ordering, yeah.
Yeah,
How?
and I think they are very sensitive to this because
Yeah.
sometimes I saw some pubs in Spain, for instance, for
Mm,
British people, and they looked exactly like at home. So here,
yeah.
I think you're totally right that
Yeah.
if you I don't know what to call it, maybe kind of neuro environment, if you get them
Mm,
a similar experience, not as you said, not that forcefully given experience, but subtle, then would they still want to go to an Italian restaurant? Yes, they
yeah.
still want to somehow broaden their horizons. But
Mm.
if there are some familiar elements, I think definitely that would attract them.
Yeah, for sure. And if you mention that, because when I'm working with the patient in my rooms, acupuncture, let's say, clinic, I have to switch the rules. Every, every apartment, every room, I have to change my, body fully because I have somebody who is, for example, in depression and in constriction,
Yeah.
and I have to speak to him a little bit different. And next room, I have somebody who is, overweight and have a bigger liver, hypo liver, let's say, and the speech is quite different. Yeah,
So you
and
are very flexible.
so I have to be flexible. I wasn't at the beginning, and
Mhm.
I didn't catch the rapport with them. I didn't catch the flow with them,
Build rapport.
and they disappear. And I decide, because I it was a few years ago, I decided to do this pulses, pulse diagnosis,
Mhm.
and just catching the what's wrong with the body, and try to let's say fix it as well by speaking to them. Yeah, like,
Mhm.
be in the same mood. Yeah, be in the same
Mhm.
mood, be in the same report, be in the same
Okay, so that's why you're telling bad jokes when I'm in your office.
yeah, probably that's coming from me. I don't know how it's working,
Yeah.
but yeah. So coming back to the Italian restaurant, how the neuro awareness can improve yourself, improve your business. You can't change everything around, like, scenery, but you can change the service. Yeah, you can change the service. You can add even something on the plate, like, more fat. Yeah, for British people, for example, yeah. Lasagna is more, glowing. Yeah, like,
Glue,
for the eyes. Yeah, for Italian it can be more dry. Yeah, you have to.
Okay, sorry. Yeah,
Okay,
now I get
because
it.
they eating by, of course, taste, but eating by
With their eyes, yeah,
with
with
the
the
eyes, because
sight. Mm.
yeah, and have some habits with the eyes. When you're looking on
So
the
fat glitters a little bit like there
yeah,
is.
like shiny cover. Yeah, we can say, of fat.
Yeah.
And
Wow,
yeah,
what a thought.
what the fat, what the fat. And for example, for Italian, it will be quite different. Yeah, you have to, but that's the general condition, we can say. Yeah, the British are in some general movements, the Italian in some general movements, the German are in some general movements, but sometimes they split. Sometimes they change. Yeah, you can get for example, fat person from Italy. Yeah, it's not always, a funny situation and somebody who was happy. Maybe she was living in the UK, or maybe she has some relation with the UK. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
example. Yeah,
Maybe.
and maybe she's grumpy, like in Poland. Yeah, everybody
Mm.
grumpy and thinking about the money, for example. Yeah, so that's the different types. And when you catch this rapport with the bodies, so you can just imagine when they going in your restaurant, going in your acupuncture rooms, going in your clinic, and just have a look how they looks like and what they need, and how to get into this body, how to get into this movement, and in which part of the body they are most appear. And
Mm.
usually, for example, I think British, they appear like in this, in this liver. Even when you get on the get a view of the old area, British people walking, along the pathways or whatever, they, like, in this area they are bigger. Yeah, even the elbows don't stretch, like into the direction, like a line. That
Mm-hmm.
they elbows, like, like that. Yeah, like boom 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 boom
Okay.
boom 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 boom. And the
My
women's,
goodness, yeah.
yeah, and that's the observation. And this area is as well connected with this area in acupuncture, in neuro awareness as well. So that's the, different kind of word coming to your restaurant, yeah, or coming to your life. So we have to catch in this report. We have to have a look how they walking, what they need, what they speaking as well. Yeah, what kind of not knowledge, but what kind of tone they speaking with. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I was observing how they, for example, buying the gifts. Yeah, shopping
So you
gift.
spend the whole time observing people.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, really. And I,
Yeah,
I w-
I guess so.
and
I'm really
and
impressed, by the insights you are
and
now
and and
giving.
we've been eating in few restaurants, in Chinese restaurant, in Italian restaurant, and in some It was Spania restaurant as well. So I was looking
Spanish. Mm-hmm.
Spanish, sorry. Yeah, I was looking for some different kinds of food and appearance and let's say some flow and energy coming from these areas. And I have to say that the Chinese are really tense. Chinese are really tense. They are tense about the money, about the business, and
Mm-hmm.
similar to Jewish, we can say. Like there is some blockage between
Facade.
you,
Poker face. Poker
poker
face.
face, or
Uh,
some blockage or some wall between you
mm-hmm.
and
Wow.
them during doing shopping. They not smile, then they are tense in the head, yeah, we can
Mm-hmm.
say, and they thinking about the, okay, is it correct, is your money all right, and and okay, thank you, bye. But they like tense, yeah. When you're getting to the Italian, not Italian, Italian is more relaxed, we can say. Spanish restaurant, like every appearance, your food is coming in different time, and we can say that's the flow and mess, yeah, we can say in the same time. And it was quite different experience, yeah, and that's the different kinds of restaurants that people choosing, yeah, every day or every weekend when they go into restaurants, yeah.
Mm.
And that is connected with the neuro ability and the, let's say, habits that we have inside, that we like this area, yeah. We like this area, we like this kind of food, we like this delay of this food, and or we don't care, and we like when everybody don't care, what I mean. When we are tense, we are going to the tense restaurant, like eating quite
Okay.
fat or takeaway or whatever. Now, with Italian people, it will be quite different.
Mm-hmm.
But everything is coming from the body. Everything is coming from the neural system.
Yeah, yeah. And talking about coming from neurosystem, I'm quite impressed because today you are mixing all the languages. So I had some German, Spanish, and English today, and maybe some Chinese even.
Yeah, yeah. That's
So you were definitely on an international trip.
España, yeah.
Italianish,
Yeah.
España.
Yeah. I'm, let's say, feeling that.
Just to
They,
name a few.
yeah, and
Okay.
I was thinking about that. Okay, maybe I will move to this Lanzarote for a few months per year. Yeah, because there are a lot of people who needs my, let's say, superpowers. Yeah, there are a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
people.
man.
Yeah, they coming. They have some problem with the hips, knees, back spine,
Mm.
whatever. Yeah, movement, neurological systems. Yeah, systems. Yeah, and I said, "Wow, that's the the best place I can find."
Exactly, because you get all those sick people in
Yeah,
one plane. You know,
in
they
one
come.
place where is the sun and where is the, let's say, we can say, era as well. And it probably the life is a little bit easier. So, and can get them from the different part of the country. I mean Germany,
Mhm.
I mean Italy, and that's the mind-blowing part, yeah. Because when we are getting the idea how Germans fix something, how British take care about something or don't care about something, yeah, that's that can improve yourself like to the max, yeah. even
Yeah,
even
yeah, exactly.
even
You would live
in
many lives. I mean,
yeah, even
being in
in
touch with
business,
this.
if you have
Mm.
thoughts like, okay, how Germans prepare the business, what they focus on, maybe on the export, maybe on the import, maybe on the delivery, maybe on the going out with
Mm-hmm, hmm.
the Spanish will be different. The Great Britain, for sure, it will be different. Yeah,
Definitely.
like
Yeah. Different
some,
minds, different ways of doing things.
yeah,
Definitely.
different. I think I thought different bodies means different business. You know what I mean? I've seen in my rooms as well.
Everything is connected.
When I
Mm.
relaxed in my rooms as a acupuncturist, as a person who, let's say, try to heal somebody. Yeah, when I relax with that, different kind of persons appears. When I was tense at the beginning, I mean, a few years ago,
Mm-hmm.
only tense people came to me. Now
Okay.
now I have like some psychic. I have some overweight. I have some really healthy. I have some let's say people who are overactive, like running, driving, and always in rush. And I have all this soap coming to me, yeah. And I that's a brilliant part. But I imagine, okay, I can have the same soap, but from different countries, you know,
Yeah.
to improve as well the language, because when I stick to the Polish, you have some
Mm.
verbal, let's say, limitation. It's quite right language for the, let's say, neuro awareness, because there is a lot of and this part of
Tak
language.
dalej, yeah,
So
etc.
so so it's energize your body, and you can feel that in the body. But some of the words are quite close, like
Mm.
what does it mean? Like, for example, kręgosłup. Yeah, I mean the spine.
Mm.
The spine in English is quite much better. Yeah, for example, like spine with
Mm.
like with the consistency. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and kręgosłup. I don't
Swoop,
know. Maybe
swoop.
swoop. Yes, it's a
But it's
contraction.
faster than, it sounds faster than spine.
Spine.
Swoop,
Yeah.
it sounds like very
Yeah, but
some
you
sort
can
of a
catch the from this word the limitation. Soup. Yeah,
exactly. It's
kręgosłup.
like rigid,
It's
rigid.
an ending story. Yeah,
Yeah,
but the
exactly.
spine is like it can imitate the energy from the face. Because there is a let's say the end of the spine and that face. If you're thinking about the neural awareness, the face emanate the energy. Like I'm angry, I'm happy, and
Mm.
that's the energy flow, and that's the emotion flow. And at the bottom, in the bottom, on
Mm.
the bottom,
At the
on the
bottom.
bottom,
Mm.
at the bottom. Yeah, at the bottom as well, there are energies. Yeah, so it shouldn't be ending like can go soup, and that's all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it should be a
It
spine.
should be like a snake, yeah,
Yeah, that's like a
like
snake. And
the
so spine.
Kundalini,
Yeah, so
and
the spine is much better, and that's why I'm thinking about this. How to get in contact, and how to work with people who speak different languages. I know only English and few words in Spanish, but don't ask me. And Polish, and that's not too much, not enough. Yeah, to improve
if you
yourself,
think so,
to
yeah,
to
definitely. I mean,
yeah, so Spanish is needed for sure. The Italy is similar, we can say, but that's a different kind of stimulation of the body during speaking. Yeah, so yeah, brilliant stuff coming. Mm, yeah, so we can improve. You can improve your business by changing or maybe changing your roles. Yeah, in display. With different kind of
mm,
persons. Yeah.
I also thought about this because in this old-fashioned, let's say, brick and mortar business,
Hmm.
buildings, restaurants, what is there is this saying that what counts the most is location, and the second thing is location, and the third thing is location.
Hmm.
Yeah. So for a building, when you have your business in a building, what counts is location.
Ah, okay.
And on the online world, probably as well, in a way, yeah, because there is some competition for advertising space. So location is key
Hmm.
to develop your business. That's what
Yeah,
I heard, and I believe that's true. So
yeah, I think. Hmm.
where you are with whom, the environment, because there are people who earn very different money doing the same thing. Why?
Mm.
Location, where you are with whom.
Yeah, I think it depends on person who is the owner, because
Mm.
sometimes people who doesn't care about the location, or even don't need to and don't wish to have the location near to the people, yeah, like near to the valley. They will
Mm.
go to the mountain, or they will go to the some workshop areas, and just stay there where
Mm.
people are not appearing. But it's coming from them, yeah, and they choosing as well the kind of business that it will be it will be more for them. For example, for me, I really like people. I can see them, like, looking at them like hours, on the volley, and looking for some pathways, patterns,
Looking
and
at the livers.
yeah, and that's why that's why I choose the place on the level 0, where is the
Uh-huh.
big flow of the people going upstairs, downstairs, and that's for me the idea. But that's coming from the, let's say, some appearance or neuro possibilities maybe in the body. Yeah, but on the other hand, I have to change my body and my neural system when I'm working with someone who don't like this ballet. Yeah, who don't like this rush, who don't like these persons
Okay.
going around, and I have to keep the distance with them. Yeah, like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's your area. Nobody will came to this room, or you are only staying here. Yeah,
Mm.
only me. I will be here in 30 minutes to check how are you. Yeah, and if you need anything, you can push the red button or whatever. And that's a different kind of working with. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely. I
so
see.
so for sure, business is connected with who is doing this business. And when I started to observe the businessmen as well, how their business working and how their bodies working, because they coming to my rooms with the bodies, I started to ask them, okay, if you have the problem with the colon, for example, with the large intestine, yeah, problem, how in your business the outflow, I mean the delivery system, not the delivery system, but this end of selling system, yeah, how the
Yeah.
selling system is
Well,
working, yeah.
man, blocked. Shitty sales. Shitty
Shitty
sales.
stuff. And you can find a lot of connection in that, yeah. If somebody is with open heart, with energy, without tension, it will attract the people like that, yeah, good business people,
Mm.
let's say. If somebody stands about the money, it will attract the shitty part, yeah, and that's coming from the neurosystem. And in this idea, the neuro awareness, it's a language for us, yeah. It's a language how to do the businesses, how to connect with other people, and how to feel in ourselves different, yeah.
Mm.
Because you can improve yourself, like, okay, I will be a British today, yeah, or I will be Espanol, and whatever, yeah, and tapas, and
Tapas.
tapas, and if you improve that, you have different pathways and different patterns to choose, yeah, we can say, or the flexibility.
Definitely, from my experience as a language learner, and I can confirm totally that when I speak a different language, I become a different person. Even I mean,
Wh-
the
yeah,
more positive or more negative, and
okay, which one
um,
is the most sad in your ears?
probably English.
Okay.
No, Polish, but cuando estoy hablando el español, tengo más
Española.
energía y
Ah,
me
yeah,
siento mucho
sweet,
mejor
hey.
y empiezo a mover mis manos.
Tapas.
So you see, I start moving my hands, I start being more
Yeah.
energetic. Et quand je parle français, ça devient un petit peu plus comme ça, tu vois.
Pépélé.
Je
Joli
commence à être
patin.
beaucoup plus sensuel peut-être ou
Oh,
chercher d'autres choses. So when I speak French, I become more like sensual and maybe like more like
gluish.
philosophical, a little bit gluey, yeah, gluey. And English, as you can see, but Polish, it's even lower energy.
Yeah, I
Today
think
I'm
that's it.
tired, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it's connected with the area
And when you speak
where
Asiatic languages like Japanese, maybe you are a little bit
mm,
more tense. Konnichiwa.
yeah.
ね、お名前は何です
Ah,
か?
yeah, oh, it's
So,
big as
so
well.
it changes your energy under this condition that you make an effort to copy their energy. Yeah? That I mean,
Mm,
I absorbed it in a natural way somehow.
okay, that's good. That's
But
brilliant,
some
brilliant.
people they speak the same with the same energy, right?
Okay,
Any language is the same because they don't
got it.
imitate the pronunciation, the energy, the behavior. They're simply less dramatic,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah, it's more, let's say, robotic, yeah, than it should
Mm-hmm.
than it should be. And yes, and that's a brilliant observation, because if we think about that, okay, how Italian, moving the hands and stuff like that, and how the Russian speaking, how the Polish speaking, you can connect it straight with the coldness. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Because
exactly.
closing you will not open your armpit, where is the heat
Дай мне
going out.
водку, что ты говоришь, комарад?
Что?
Что? Не зевно.
And they usually, standing like
Yeah,
that.
like
Yeah.
this with the.
I'm quite sure it's connected with the weather, with the thermoregulation, yeah, because we are doing the test with the thermal cameras as well, how the body responds to, for example, heat stimulators, to the cold stimulators, to the cryotherapy or other stuff. And it does a different values for different persons, yeah. And for sure the language, the tone of the language is connected with the weather in somehow, yeah. We can say, the Italy is more like birds, yeah, birds.
Birds, yeah, birds, excellent.
Yeah, in high, we can say, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, there was this philosopher Montesquieu, and he was kind of thinking along the same way that
Mm.
the I don't know how scientific it is. Probably it's not, but the cells are more tense with cold, and that the body is different with cold.
Mm-hmm.
And I still see some correlations here. So I wouldn't say it's exact science, but there are some correlations. There will be situations where this will show up, right?
Yeah, for sure. And because I think the energy when the coldness is around you, it's going inside. Yeah, you're closing yourself. So maybe that's why the languages like Polish, Russian are some quite, let's say, not tense, but from the inside. Yeah, from the inside. And Italian, Spanish, and other, like from the heat areas, will be more fluent, maybe more up, because this covering by your body, by your muscular system is not needed. Yeah, it's like and
Yeah,
even they're using that. Yeah,
more extrovert. Maybe you want, maybe you want even to emit this energy. You get a lot of
yeah,
energy, so you have a surplus. You need to throw it away
yeah, yeah.
somehow by speaking or moving.
Yeah, and that's the neuro
I
awareness.
see.
When we catch that, okay, I have to speak like a British, and now I will have to speak like a Polish, and I have to speak like a Spaniard. Yes, sorry, Spain. A person from Spain, Español. Uh,
Yeah, you see, you also change your energy when you say even a single word in
yeah,
Espanol. You start being
yeah, it's like,
playful.
yeah, it's starting to be playful, but when you are cold, it's not the time for playful. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the observation for sure.
Okay, so it seems like living in cold climates is something, I don't know why, but in my head it's something inferior. I've always thought that
Hmm.
we are in a worse position than Italian people, Spanish people, etc. But of course, it's a generalization which is not totally true.
Hmm.
For instance, cultures that come from cold climates that are much more entrepreneurial. They take care of more things because they had to,
Oh yeah,
always,
that's true.
like building better
Yeah.
buildings, ensuring that the heat is there. Um, so less careless we are.
Hmm. Yeah, that's
Is it
true. That's
good?
true.
Is it bad? It's not. Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's
probably, it's objective. It's it just is what it is.
I think it's true. When you have to take care about yourself. For example, we are from Alaska. Yeah, when it's cold,
Exactly.
beers and things. You're walking with the gun, and uh, that's a different part of the life and different energy coming from. So you have to do this, let's say, tank around you, and the voice is going from the inside. Yeah, and we can
Mm.
say, okay, this guy is from Alaska for sure. Yeah, it's so strong. Yeah, but when you get somebody from the California even, or somebody from the Italy, it will be quite different, because they have the siesta, and there is no rush, because the sun is still on on
Yeah,
top. Yeah,
money grows on trees,
yeah.
m-
Even when we've been in this
like
Lanzarote.
bananas and
Yeah,
oranges. Manna z nieba,
we
money from
we've been
heaven.
thinking about that. Okay, how much our heating system costs us per year, for our house?
Exactly.
And
Economically, we are under more pressure.
yeah, we are under more
Mm.
pressure for sure. And they have to need they will need the air conditioning for sure. Yeah. But anyway, if you and we've been thinking about the okay, if we get homeless in the Lanzarote, you can live like you will not die,
Like a
because,
king.
yeah, that might be like a king sleeping
Almost.
on the beaches and yeah, and yeah, and it's
Yeah.
much easier to
Mhm.
to survive. Yeah,
But why is it difficult for Polish homeless people or any homeless people to get there?
mm.
Because nobody will let you into the plane. You need to take a shower first, you know.
Yeah, no,
And
yeah,
they refuse to take a shower. Uh,
yeah.
that's
That's probably
what
a
the,
state of being,
yeah, exactly.
like maybe from the Polish part, there is a double tank, like smelly tank and the
Yeah,
massive
double
tank.
tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you become almost etheric, like because
Yeah,
yeah. Anyway,
it's
uh,
yeah, yeah. But sometimes people have some
for,
let's say smell, yeah, like strange smell. Normal people, not the homeless people,
okay.
and they have some different smell. And the smell is used in animals world as well. So we are coming from animals. So we are using that as well.
Hmm.
I recognize few smells coming from people, and I even recognize some sweetie. I don't know how to call that, but when I feel it, I already know it. It's connected with the neuro system, with problems with the neuro illnesses. Yeah, like for
Really?
example,
Oh,
spinal cord illness, or some SM,
my
or
goodness! You are a walking detector.
yeah. I when you're getting the getting it once and you feel that, or you're getting it twice, third,
Yeah.
10th, it's like, okay, why they smell the same?
Yeah, but
You
but I'm
know.
kind of fascinated by the level of your awareness in this particular area because it's cool. I mean, it's cool to be able to watch someone and tell, oh, this person may have this illness, and I could help him to a certain degree for sure by doing this and that.
Hmm.
But at the same time, they don't know about you, right? That you are capable of helping, and maybe they don't even want to be helped.
Hmm.
But I know that this is not the main topic for today. But
Yeah, I
but
think
I,
it's
I'm
it's
I'm
it's the
just
same.
I'm
It's the
just
same
curious
topic.
how
Hmm.
well it is somehow because it's about helping, about offering
Business,
something,
about the business.
business.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? I mean, with the thought that there are people, they even come to you, but they don't want to help themselves. It's the most irritating
Hmm.
part of working with people, probably. That they
First,
want transformation, but they don't want transformation
yeah, they
at
wish
the
to
same
die.
time. It's
They
some
wish to
sort
they
of
will yeah
dichotomy.
they wish to die really, but in long period, let's say, of life.
Oh,
Uh,
exactly. This is what I've noted here. Thanatos, yeah, you know this term from Freudian psychology that we have some sort of instinct for death, yeah,
okay.
death instinct, everybody of us. But I went recently through some sort of transformation, and I noticed that I started wanting to live. I don't want to, kind
Mm,
of die anymore.
disappearing. Yeah.
Exactly. And so we I don't know what's the reason, but many people, just as you said, don't have this willingness to live. The life
Ability.
is not good enough
Yeah,
for them.
and what I started to do, I don't know, a year ago maybe, I started to talk with them about that.
Oh.
Like, you're going to the die side. Everybody are going to the to the, let's say, suicide. Everybody doing the suicide, we can say, but in different period of the time. And sometimes
Yeah,
it's
you're
70
right.
years, sometimes it's 40 years, sometimes it's 30 years. Yeah. And if person decide to disappear from this earth earlier, it's deciding. Yeah, it's his decision. I'm not talking about the, for example, kids. Yeah, like 2 years
Mm,
old dying or something like that. But usually they change. They coming for the parents. So the energy from the parents, the systems from the parents, the tension, the all this, even suicide, let's say, pattern. It's going and just appearing in the kid, and the kid is the end, we can say, of this pattern.
okay, like some
And
stuff.
yeah, so it's quite, I know it's strong topic, but we have
Oh,
to
I
realize
like
that
this topic, to be honest.
we
I
have to
mean,
realize that
there are not many people who have the balls to talk about that, and I really appreciate it
Yeah,
always.
and what I can say to them, I first I was I was trying to be polite and try to fix them, taking the responsibility on me and all of all these programs, yeah. But on the hand, I decide like, okay, they doing that. I have to tell them they doing that because sometimes people are doing that and they don't have this mirror like, okay,
Yeah, yeah,
you guy,
unknowingly.
you are going to to the bad pathway and you will die in future. Yeah, we can't say how long. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
everybody will die. You wish to live like fully till the 70s, or you wish to be in illness from 50s, for example, yeah, up to 70 and in pain, not Spain but pain. Spain
Mm.
and pain, that's a different. But that's a connection, and and I get this information, and they coming back, but they coming back after sometimes they starting like the changes in my room, like, okay, that's the true, I wish to do it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the, let's say, icebreaker, or what how we should call that.
Yeah,
But
mind
sometimes,
changer, a
yeah,
game
sometimes
changer, maybe.
sometimes they closing themselves, they taking this information, but you can't cancel it, you can't delete it in your head. Yeah, and it's starting to work, it's starting to work. I'm showing
Mm-hmm.
them in the movie moves, not movies as well, moves, how this, let's say, illness changed the moves. Yeah, and they going home, for example, okay, what this guy is talking about, and they feeling that it's something wrong because
Yeah, yeah,
they can see it in these moves. Yeah, let's say neuro awareness appear. Yeah, like,
yeah.
okay, my elbows is
Also,
it's not straight. Yeah, like,
exactly, something wrong, and this is the same thing that we do when we ignore the pain. So
yeah,
I started to be more interested in my body recently, and I started feeling new illness because
yeah,
I was ignoring it for
yeah,
such a
yeah,
long
yeah,
time.
yeah,
So this is definitely spot on. How aware we are even of our uh, ailments
yeah, yeah, we
or
can say
different
that.
conditions. Okay, Michael, I'm sorry I have to go now, but that was as usual a great session,
Okay, let's do it in
mind
few
opening.
languages. Japanese first, you first.
What about
In,
Japanese?
I don't know some sentences in
So
Japanese.
energy, just energy.
Yeah, just
It's about
energy.
energy.
Talk. Okuri sorry, hey.
私は苦しや
I
か
say
ん
but
です。
good, but make it say but do.
私は日本語を話します。
I was good for Hasima.
Well, that sounded Mongolian, yeah. И
Okay,
теперь
Spanish.
я русский, да, по-русски
Правду.
ты говоришь.
Что,
Ну,
черепаха?
ну, водку я бы напился с тобой, но у меня нет времени.
Медведь, медведь. Okay, so in Polish we don't have to.
Ja. Ich
Yeah, but
heiße Hans, ich bin
ja,
auf Deutschland.
ich bin.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
this is
ich bin here. That's a strong statement. And Italian.
che cosa mi dice?
Che scusi
Va
capaci.
bene, voglio
Ehi,
bere un
preso
caffè
io.
espresso,
Okay,
ragazzi.
ciao, ciao, my friends.
Exactly. So this is Italian,
Yeah,
and well, we could carry on for
that's
a
a
moment.
crazy and beautiful word.
So this is the conclusion, right? That
Yeah.
depending on our neural system and the language and the environment and the weather, we can behave more or less silly.
Yeah.